Good day to you. Let me the first welcome you to Autism Rocks and Rolls. Now, before we begin, I must note that I'm not a doctor or psychiatrist. If your son or daughter is diagnosed with autism, please see a physician. I only speak based on my experiences. I also don't own the rights to this music. Both music is found on www.archive.org. Now, we have some paid for the following.
Hi, we're from Bring Change to Mind, and we've been working really hard to erase the stigma around mental health in our school and community.
We just want to teach each other that mental health is a positive topic that should be talked about. It's just as important, if not more, than your physical health.
Being in high school is tough, but you're never alone. It's time for meeting new friends, participating in fun activities, and learning.
So be on the lookout for announcements on our club fair. Be ready to learn about all the fun activities you can do at Eastern Green.
We're sure there's just the perfect place for you, so if there are any questions about our club or any of our activities, contact us at bringchangetomind.eghs@gmail.com or message us on our Instagram at easterngreen.bc2m.
Now, some others are paid for the following is I gotta give a shout out to Peanut, or Little Blues Tattoos. Hey, my man Peanut is one of the biggest supporters. He's the creator and owner of Little Blues Tattoos in Bloomington, Indiana. You want to get inked? Go see him on the west side of Bloomington, Indiana today. Now I gotta give one to Rob Bowman. I also like to thank him from the Living Room Center carpet sales in Bedford, Indiana. Rob made a generous donation to my podcast and business, and we want to give him some advertisement. See them today for all your carpet and flooring needs. And I give one to Farm Bureau. I also like to give a big thank you to my man Brand Barrett at Farm Bureau in Bedford, Indiana. He also gave a generous donation to help me build my podcast and business. Visit him there today for all your insurance needs. Please check out Cast for Kids as well. Brand and his wife run this fishing charity and have helped me and many kiddos over the years. And I give it to Wagon Wheel. I gotta welcome our new sponsor, Wagon Wheel in Bloomington, Indiana. They are your local shop, steakhouse, and caterer. They have the largest variety of made in-house products that you will find in southern Indiana, along with their house-made deli side dishes and salads and lunch meats. They make 8 different flavors of marinades, and guess what? They also have DoorDash now, which is what I could use in the future for myself. But I gotta give one to Soul Juice as well. Owner Jordan Honeycutt at Soul Juice in Bloomington, Indiana is amazing. He donated to my silent auction and is going to advertise me through his social media accounts. Want to get healthy nutritiously? Go see him today at Soul Juice. Next one is Corey Springer. We met this young man a few days ago. He is a talented musician that is trying very hard to make it in the music world. He too is on the spectrum and also badly wants to make it. Check out his GoFundMe page and check out his song, Dim the Lights. Now I have some people I want to thank. I want to give a shout out to Anthony Ianni. Wow, my last interview was amazing. Check it out and learn all about Michigan State University alum basketball player who is on the PDD spectrum. Thank you, Anthony, for taking the time to talk to me. And C137, Slam Dunking with Anthony Ianni. I'll give one to Jamie Bellman. I want to say thank you to my JAG teacher, Jamie Bellman. We have submitted my entrepreneurship plan to state, and we shall see if she has helped me one, and she has helped me all the way, and I keep my fingers crossed that I win, but I also want to thank her. I'm going to give a shout out to Max Lieberman, Sarah Baldwin, Blaine Yoho, and BJ Yoho. Thank you guys for joining me so much on the first ever speed networking I hosted called the Ability Speed Networking event. What fun times we had. Another one I get to is to Jennifer Borland for setting up the TEDx celebration. My TED Talk will be out in just a few days, so make sure to check it out, folks, as we can learn about why autistic people need structure. And again, went to Mia Sundermeyer. This young lady from Hello World podcast is doing some wonderful things. Check out her latest episode when she interviewed Dr. Temple Grandin. What an amazing episode. Our goal is to speak and work with Dr. Temple Grandin at some point in the future. And I go to my friend Patty Daner. Patty is my friend that works as the editor of the Greene County Daily World in Bloomfield, Indiana. She has written several stories on me, and I appreciate it very much. And I gotta go into Tony Freeman as well. Thank you, Aunt Tony. She gave me a very generous donation that I'm glad she gave me, and I will have to repay her back in the near future. And I gotta go into Danny Bressel. Mr. Bressel is a recognized speaker, author, teacher, and literary expert. We got to meet him and are very excited to have him on our show in the next season, hopefully. I can't say it will happen, but I hope it will happen. And I give it to Stephen Miller, CPA. Thank you, Stephen Miller and Angel Shear and Stephen Miller's Taxers. They renewed their sponsorship. Thank you guys so much. And I give it to PALS. This is an amazing company in Bloomington called People and Animal Learning Services that works with horses and people who are disabled. They reached out to me, and I'm very excited to do some work with them as well. And I gave it to Alexis and AC from the What I Like About You podcast. What nice people. I was just on their podcast Saturday and had a great time. Check them out, folks. And I gotta go into Joshua Stuckey from the 321 Go podcast. What a fabulous man and podcast. Check him out, folks. And I go into Michael S. Brown. He is a special projects coordinator from the Community and Family Resources Department in the city of Bloomington. He and I talked, and I will be doing some writing for the newsletter soon, so I'm very excited about that as well. Now, on a sad note, I would like to tell my community and those in the area that listen to this podcast that things are going to be okay. A tragedy hit our small community, unfortunately. I will not go into detail out of respect for the families involved, but I want everyone to know we are here, we will do this together, and yes, we will stand tall in the end. Now, folks, we'll be right back, but stay tuned as we'll talk about the topic, but right now you're going to learn about taxes. Stephen R. Miller, CPA in Bloomington, Indiana, will take the stress out of your tax preparation and filing. With over 35 years of experience, he is knowledgeable, friendly, and will help you reach your goals of minimizing your taxes without having to spend days reading through dry, technical, and difficult materials. Mr. Miller will prepare your forms and meet with you prior to filing to make sure that you know what to do and when to do it. Stephen Miller and assistant Angel Shearer will make sure your tax prep is easy. See them today at 205 North College Avenue in Bloomington, Indiana. Tax season is right now and not around the corner. Call Steve and Angel at 812-332-0557 or email at stmillercpa@gmail.com. Do it now and don't wait until the last minute to do your taxes. All right, folks, and we're back. And yes, go do your taxes, you tax cheaters. No, I'm kidding, and that's what IRS would say. But anyway, so today's topic is actually about another music one. It's a rap music, and yes, I have to do this. Waka, 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 boom, chicka, boom, boom, boom. Anyway, so rap music is a genre of United States popular music formed by Latino and African Americans that consists of music that is rhythmic and that is used while rhyme, speaking, and is being chanted. So, for example, if I'm chanting something like, let's get sexy, you can make a song out of that, and basically you could turn into a rap. And that's the cool thing about it is you don't have to really be a song lyric. You don't have to be a artist. You can just talk. It's raw. It's so raw, which is what I love about it is it's so there. Like, it's the most authentic and real. It tells you about everything you need to know. It tells you about every part of rap that everyone needs to know because of anything that it involves and all the things it talks about that need to be known. I think why I like this genre of music is because, like I said earlier, in my opinion, it has a story behind it. Whether it's about all these different things from tragedy to good, from homelessness to getting the girl of your dreams, to life decisions, to anything that is so important and is valuable. Also to me, the slang and the lyrics can't confuse us, but it makes you think if you think about it. And yes, it's kind of catchy if you think to think. But when you think about it so much, those slang, it throws you for a loophole. Now, if it's too much slang, it's not fun anymore. But it makes you think to, like, what did they really mean? Huh? Like, now I'm just interested in that line. What were they trying to say? So that's what I like about it. In my opinion, it's kind of like deciphering a code. And you have to learn what the song really, and I mean truly means. Now, the history of rap music started with some famous African professional singers or storytellers known as the griots. However, it grew in the 1970s as it was born in neighborhoods where crime was high. Teenagers in those crime hoods, as they call it, had plenty of gifted information, but there was no cash for it. And I could see that because you don't think that they're gifted? You're wrong. They were gifted, but they didn't know how to pronounce it or say it correctly without getting in trouble. And hip-hop, or aka rap is what we call it, was and still is a product of street intellectuals. You may not think a street person is smart, but I think they are. And using their rhythms and specific melodies from certain records, along with mixing poetry, stating about life on the streets, and it comes from raw Guido. They're telling you about it. They're telling you the straight-up truth. They're telling you the straight about what's going on in their life. Period. They're not holding back any grudges. Now, my thoughts are, I definitely do dig it because of the codes it produces, but it talks about tragedies that need to be heard. I mean, there are certain life experiences that no one can understand because they never experienced it yet or haven't had the time to or just because of a situation. But if they haven't had it, they need to hear about it maybe because they need to hear about the homelessness. They need to hear about getting dumped or something like that. They need to hear about this so they can be prepared for it in the future. But like I said, it gets you thinking. And it's like, what does that line mean? And it just makes you think like, what if this song really does mean this? What if it means this? What if it means this? And you want to get into it. You want to know. It even talks to you about more sympathetic to those who are battling through the path of life. And to me, it is even more fascinating because of who it is by. I mean, you think about it, people see these and think, oh, they cannot do it. They're street thugs who are worthless. Nope, you're wrong. Tell me that when they start rapping and then you try to tell me that again because you're completely wrong because they have a talent. And however, the one thing you got to do is you got to LAI them, which stands for listen and include. then you will see my point. However, the one thing I do not like is its repetitiveness, and if you combine it with country along with occasional length. Because I don't like country and rap, I'll be honest, I call it crap. The length sometimes, I like a good song, granted, I'm not saying it sucks, but if it's over 7 minutes, then yeah, we're gonna have some problems, because after 7 minutes, you start getting tired of hearing the same stuff over and over and over and over again. Now, folks, I'll explain the rules again, but see 1.1.19 popular for more information on that, and 134 groovy for more information on the rules, but I'll still tell you one, because I'm a nice person. So the rules are, you gotta get paper and pencil, and I'll tell you a clue to make you think of what the song is, and then our mystery rapper will come in. So mystery rapper say hey to our listeners now.
Wugga, 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 hey!
And then after that, I will tell you a moral of the song, and you will guess what that is later after the whole episode's over. And if you think you know an episode, email me at mitchellsam171@gmail.com, and you'll get a $5 gift card of your choice, and whatever that would be in your preference. But don't worry, to help you understand, we'll do a practice round first. So, witty clue, witty, and then I'll talk, and then the mystery rapper will come in, and then I will tell a moral of the story, and I'll be like, moral, and then you gotta guess it on after the episode's over. So, for round one, you know some mystery singer? You know, I feel like I leave something behind every time I do this podcast. Do you know what that is?
What's that?
It's this.
Why am I so differently wired? Am I a Martian?
Can you guess what this song is? One thing this song talks about is how people are wired differently, and how society looks at that thing like a bad thing. But why? People who have autism are wired differently, but what is different? What are we different from? That word makes no sense. What is normal? There is no one. And C127, a peculiar episode for more information on that. But anyway, this song actually talks about marking a territory. People who are autistic want to tell people that they are here. We're here, man. We're not going anywhere. They want to leave their mark. But people on the spectrum are often not guaranteed the opportunity to. What song do you think this is, folks? So for round two, you know some mystery rapper?
Yo.
I won the lottery!
Woo!
Yeah. And guess what? I even won it, and when I got the ticket back for some reason, I guess they give you your tickets back, which you're not supposed to. But anyway, around the back, I got a surprise from DJ Khaled. Do you know what it said? It said this.
I never went nowhere.
This song has a really deep meaning to me. Often, like the back of Roman Reigns' shirt, and not the big dog one, but the tribal chief one says, show up and win. No, it's not that for me. I feel like it's show up, win, and leave. And you can use this for in school because you could show up with your attendance, get the grades, and then leave. But it's not just for school. It can be for anything. And I mean anything. Used to not be me from a while back ago, but now I definitely feel like I do win, and I do show up at places. I take the names, or I do the thing, and then I leave and go home and reflect. So, mystery rapper.
Yeah.
So, guess what? You know, I just thought something. What if the Hulk got more strength?
What?
My opinion is he would become this.
Voices in the air.
The person in this song overcame a lot of trials and tribulations in this life, such as homelessness. Autistic people, or really anyone who struggles, often have to overcome a daily obstacle. In C106, Daily Struggles, for more information on that. But anyway, it usually happens, they rise or they fall. And as far as me, my obstacles in my life have been social anxiety and trying to function and fit in. I feel after several years, I am progressing. I'm not past the tunnel, I'm still in there, but we are getting there, and we're going to get there soon. I promise you that. So, now round 4. So, you know, I'm tired. Are you, mystery rapper? You know, somewhere I have an idea. Let's not go out tonight. You know where we should go?
Where?
Let's go this place.
Pour yourself something cold, baby. Cheers to this.
Now, this song has something to do with some people's favorite place in the world, and that's their home, because sometimes people on the spectrum, I think everyone, wants a staycation. They want to venture out in society, but their sensory issues and other obstacles sometimes keep them from doing this. Sometimes this place, or this area where we're talking about, is their safe zone. And C123, Sensitive Feelings, for more information on that. So, for round 5, you know, I think in a talent show, you really just have to do this, or I should say go this, or go this.
I roll up every 15 minutes like a bus stop.
Now, we believe in the title of this song. We go over the top. We go the extra mile, or extra scoop of ice cream, as they say. And the only reason I'm saying it is because all I can think about is chocolate ice cream right now. Because I got a gut, y'all. But anyway, if we can't do it the right or accurate way, often we don't do it. There is no middle ground, or yin and yang style. So for round 6, you know, I just keep thinking, what if we could combine ice cream and pie, which exists, and they collaborate? You know what it is, really? It's honestly just this.
We had a dream that Couldn't be left alone.
Now, for anyone on the autistic spectrum, being together and collaboration is good sometimes. People who are on the spectrum often like to work alone, though, and this is okay. This should be allowed to a point. However, they often have to courage to work with others, and this should happen sometimes. Chocolate and vanilla are good separate, but what do you get when we combine them? You get the ultimate combination of marble. People on the spectrum like to experiment with different ways of thinking. Sometimes this way of thinking may mean not sense to others, but it does to us. And sometimes I'll even collaborate with myself, which I call the Sam way, yo, or the out of the box way. And that way should be encouraged with your child. So now for round 7. Oh, hey, mystery rapper, what's up?
Yo,
Come in. You can have.
brain so good.
Good.
Could've swore you went to college.
Now, this song proves that autistic people like whatever they like, and they should be able to do this. And this takes lots of patience from a parent. But parents, you must do this. Society calls it obsessing, but in all honesty, it's called practicing future skills. As long as nobody's getting hurt or disrespected, parents, let them do it. Or talk about it within reason, obviously, so they don't drive you nutsos. I have an example myself. I have loved WWE since I was 6. And I'm still an avid fan. That is my choice. This is an example of what I like. Did I drive my mom and dad crazy sometimes? Oh, you bet. I think I made their heads explode sometimes. But anyway, they were patient and allowed me to talk about it a lot even when they didn't want to sometimes. So for round 8, guess what, mystery rapper? I'm turning 18!
What?
Yep, I've turned 18, but I am a little scared because you know where we're going?
Where?
We go in this type of life. I could just roll up because I'm swole up. This song represents what is sometimes confusing for an autistic person. We have a hard time understanding things where people read between the lines or puns. We take everything literally, seriously, and to the point. For example, if you use an idiom, we might do what the idiom says. Really, the idiom does not mean what the idiom says. Our world becomes confusing when people talk about metaphoricals or anything like that, or anything that's outside of the box. We can often think outside the box, which is odd, but it's not the other way around. People who truly need to understand this about this. Like, we can think out of it, but we can't say anything out of it. So for round 9, mystery rapper, my mom beat me.
Oh, you probably deserved it.
I did deserve it. And you know what this song says? Because this song literally means it. It means this because she did it to me.
Don't call it a comeback.
Now, this song could pay tribute to all the mamas out there. Often in my episodes, I encourage adults and parents to pay attention with their children. However, children, listen. Be patient with your parents. They're trying their best, and at least they're trying to do what's right for you. I can remember my mom saying she knows she did the right thing, raised me 95% of the time, but regrets the other 5% when she had a mental breakdown, which is often typical. But listen, you better do what mama says, or mama will knock you out if you don't walk the straight line, buddy. And believe me, I've had personal experience with it. So for round 10, I got to meet John Cena, guys. And guess what? It wasn't his "you can't see me" form. It was his "word life" form. And we maybe know his theme song, maybe not. But guess what? He had on the back of his shirt, "Blank Thugonomics." My theme song hits. Get your reinforcements. People on the spectrum need our reinforcements, support, or our security guards sometimes to help us to be successful in life. We need protection from the world sometimes. I mean, the world is a scary place. We need support or reinforcements to navigate us through the path that we want to go on. This could help in the form of an IEP in school, your mom and dad having your back because they should, or even being held accountable in your young life so you will not make the same decision in your adult lives. Now, folks, we got an advertiser break, but we'll be right back for some more rap. But right now, you're going to hear about Wellspring Pain Solutions.
Hello, everybody. This is Mike Glascott from the Glass in the Afternoon radio program on News, Sports, Talk, 98.7 and AM 1370 and WGCLradio.com. And on behalf of Wellspring Pain Solutions, they're happy to partner with Sam Mitchell and the Autism Rocks and Rolls podcast. Wellspring Pain Solutions applauds Sam's mission statement to eliminate the stigma associated with autism. Here's what we want you to do. Check out the website, wellspringpainsolutions.com. You'll find out which of the 4 locations is closest to you. You'll get a chance to meet their team of providers and all the services offered at Wellspring. When you're there, now the fun really begins. You'll find the link to Sam's website where you'll find all his podcasts, background information on his guests, as well as all the merch in his merchandise store. You'll be amazed. You'll have fun. You'll enjoy it. All we ask you to do is take a listen and spread the word that autism rocks and rolls.
All right, folks, and we're back. I don't want you to be too nervous to meet these fine people. So for round 11, shoot. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant this.
Felt it in my hips, so I dipped back to my bag of tricks.
Now, this song brings up a topic that is very sensitive to me. It is the R word. I do not like it. It's false. I will say any word, even the F-bomb sometimes, but any word except that one. It is inappropriate and should never be used. Some will say it, and that is a medical term. No, it isn't, buddy. There are other things we can say today, and we should say those, such as learning disability, emotionally handicapped, or intellectual disability. Entertainment and science often use this word and clearly do not realize how hurtful it is to my friends and me. Just stop it, folks. Don't use that word, especially in passing a conversation, and show some compassion. Please, please, please. We're begging you, and we're on our knees. And yes, I'm on my knees right now, literally. So for round 12. You know what? I'm just so mad right now. I feel like somebody's this. I walk through this land like I run this man. This song might represent fear to a point. Fear is normally a negative word. However, if one conquers fear, this could be a good thing. Sometimes fear keeps people from leaving their comfort zone. But if they face what they are afraid of, really neat things can happen. Face your fears sometimes, or it will haunt you, and believe me, some fears have haunted me before. Avoidance is common with people on a spectrum. I used to have stomach aches, and I felt like I was on a roller coaster, and I feel like I'm on a roller coaster when I'm having conversations. But look at me now, I'm doing this for crying out loud. So yes, you gotta face your fears, or otherwise you're gonna live in a sad bubble. You know something, Mystery Rapper?
Yo.
You know, when people are having conversations, and I see someone on a spectrum getting excluded, C1118 push to the side for more information on that, but I always ask this.
Dying for nothing.
This song asks, what about the others? Meaning autistic people that often get ignored at school and even sometimes in society. I often feel like others in school and my peers did not give me a chance, and still don't sometimes, and I want them to. Maybe they feel like as though I was different from others and they didn't know how to take me. It was easier to ignore me than to step into my world. That takes effort, and people often do not want to put in that effort and put the stamp on. I'm encouraging you too, though, to do this. Please do it. Next time you are around somebody you can tell that thinks differently than you do, talk to them, accept them, and be their friend and give them the opportunity. You may be their one shot and the person they are meant to be to, and you may not even know about it. So for round 14... Stop. You need to turn that down. It's busting my eardrums. You need to go this.
Work the pole, I got the bankroll.
This song reminds me of a few times I have volunteered. I have volunteered at the Family Life Center, at the soup kitchen a couple times in my local town. Again, this took me out of my comfort zone, but this has helped me cope with autism and the skills that are often hard for me. These skills I could use in a job world one day. Now granted, I would not volunteer every day because it can get a little dull, but I wish I could do it more often, had the time to. Parents of those on the spectrum, encourage your child to volunteer for no money. They will learn responsibility and meet new people and mingle with anyone so that they can learn how to progress in their future. So for round 15, Mom, Mystery Rapper, guess what?
What?
I guess apparently Papa Smurf has a nickname.
What?
Yeah, they call him this. I had to find the buried treasure. Now, the title of this song is named after a very important person of a family member, mine especially, my dad, who works really hard for our family. Even though we do clash sometimes because we don't think alike, I do admire him for his work and dedication and determination, which I think I did get from him. Because of him and my family, doing this podcast is a possibility for me. And he even has a shirt that says the title of this song, so hint, hint, wink, wink, if you've seen his closet before. Now, folks, we'll be right back. You're going to learn about right now Perfection Auto Glass. Perfection Auto Glass is the largest independent auto glass company in the state of Indiana, serving Bloomington, Fishers, Terre Haute, Greenwood, Anderson, and Muncie. They specialize in all aspects of auto glass repair and replacement on everything from domestic and import vehicles, RVs, heavy trucks, and equipment repairing glass, outside mirrors, windows, regulators, and motors. Perfection Auto Glass has trained and certified technicians that recalibrate the camera attached to your windshield to ensure your lane departure warning and ADS safety features are working properly. Their staff has more than 100 years of combined experience and only uses the highest quality glass and sealants in the industry. If your windshield or windows are damaged in any way, just have them replace it or repaired as soon as possible for the safety of you and your loved ones. They offer both in-shop and mobile services as well as same-day service. Perfection Auto Glass works directly with all insurance companies, and their staff is committed to the highest level of quality service and attention to details that customers have come to expect. They understand that getting your vehicle back on the road as soon as possible is important to you. You can visit them online at perfectionautoglassindiana.com to learn more about their services and for a free quote, which I think is kind of cool, by the way, may I add. But anyway, please call Perfection Auto Glass for any and all your auto glass needs. All right, folks, and we're back. I hope we're all having a fun time now. So we got 4 more rounds, and then we will be done. So for round 16, Mom, guess what?
What? You called me Mom.
I know that, mystery rapper. I got mistaken because you look like my mother.
Oh, I'm beautiful. If I look like your mom, then man, I must be beautiful.
I guess so. Anyway, so I went to the club. I got kicked out.
Why?
But you know, I wasn't for because I got in a bar fight or anything. It was mainly because this. Look like cash and they all just stare. If we were to go to the location of this song, sometimes people on the spectrum don't want to go there. One, there are lots of sensory issues. Also, we kind of want to do our own things, such as listen to our own music and live our own path. But third, when we are at this location, we have no control over what type of music they are playing. Again, sometimes it is My Way or the Highway, and C103, My Way or the Highway, for more information on that. But anyway, I am still working on it to this day, but one day I will get there. Trust me, trust me, trust me. So for round 17, guess what, guys? I finally got back in the club. You know what they told me? You're blank, blank, blank.
Go, shawty. It's your birthday.
This song describes a club or a pact. We want to be a part of your club, groups, or a pact even, but you must let us first and give us that opportunity. You have to do your part so we can try to do ours in the best way possible, even though it might fail or it might pass, though. You never know till you try. So for round 17, I wanted to eat a push pop, but I couldn't get it because I figured it out, but I then went like, oh, duh. You gotta do this to it.
Yo, 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 baby, pop it. You come and give me a kiss.
This song reminds me of that one sometimes people on the spectrum need to be pushed to their limits, and they have to raise the roof. I don't mean like when you put your hands in the air like you just don't care. I just mean you have to raise the roof on them sometimes. Not literally, but metaphorically. But anyway, when they often do not want to, you got on the flip side that we have to push society to understand us, and we want to get to know us. So for round 18, if you ever watch dangerous movies, I think they live in this type of paradise.
Power and the money, money and the power, minute after minute, hour after hour.
This reminds me of people representing the song are often rebels. I feel like I'm a rebel sometimes, but not like a physical rebel. I'm a mental rebel. I don't really care what people think of me to a point. People that struggle in school or academically often do not learn with paper and pencil. They need real life lessons where it's interactive and hands-on. Sometimes I learn like that too. If I don't, I get scrambled or I do not do well, period. That's just how I am. Well, I think that's all for us. Mystery Rapper, do you have anything you want to say?
Wicca, wicca, wicca. Na 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 na, na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey.
For another episode coming in very soon. Hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble. Thank you very much.